I asked for anonymous trans voice questions, and this person asked, how do I keep myself motivated? Progress feels so slow and like there's no hope. Hi, I'm Renee, and I'm a gender-affirming voice teacher. First, I want to validate this experience. Progress is slow. It doesn't just feel like it is. This is a really well-known thing about not just trans voice work, but any kind of voice work, singing, acting, whatever. The progress is so slow that it can be hard to notice that you're improving at all, which makes you feel like you aren't, which brings on the hopelessness. Usually what I see happen with students who have been at this for a while is that someday down the line, they'll just realize that they've improved and they won't really be able to pinpoint when exactly it happened. But before we get there, how do we keep up the motivation? I've got a few suggestions. Number one, reward yourself for practicing. If you're waiting for the intrinsic reward of achieving the goal of your target voice, then you might be waiting a really long time, which can be really demotivating. So find ways to reward yourself for practice sessions, whether that's by gamifying your practice with an app like Habitica, or promising to buy yourself a little treat after every 3 or 5 sessions that you do. Rewarding yourself for practicing trains your brain to want to practice, and this can be very motivating. Suggestion number 2, compress time through recordings. So because progress happens so slowly, it can be really hard to tell on a day-to-day basis if you're improving or not. So you can fix this by making a recording of your voice every week or a couple times a month. And by putting some space between that recording, you'll be able to actually notice how much progress you're making. And suggestion 3 is to track your feelings. So if listening to recordings of your own voice is too triggering for you, that's totally fine. You can also track your feelings with respect to your voice. So because we tend to give more weight to our negative feelings than to our neutral or positive ones, tracking our feelings can give us a more realistic picture of our feelings overall and also help us to notice positive trends. I actually created a free tracking resource that is exactly for this purpose, and you can go ahead and download it now at the link in my bio. If you have any other suggestions for how to maintain motivation in your trans voice practice, please leave them in the comments, and I hope this helps.